Morning, guys. So, thought about something the other day and just wanted to kind of share it with you. So, a number of years back, probably 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I was really getting into bodybuilding and powerlifting and stuff like that. I was much bigger, about 240 pounds. And my big thing was squatting. I could squat, leg press, a lot of weight. I think my max on my squat was 705, which, considering my my size and weight, was just that was just a phenomenal feat for me. So the thing is when I first walked into the gym, I was not doing that. I was 135 pounds. Couldn't probably squat 135 pounds, but it took time to build up to that. But my point is this: had I have walked into the gym on day one and tried to squat 705 pounds, what is the likelihood, do you think, that I would be able to have accomplished that? I mean, I think we can all agree that 700 pounds would have crushed me. Probably 400 pounds, 300 pounds would have crushed me. But over time, I was able to strengthen myself through resistance and stuff. I was able to become stronger by pushing against that weight, and I think that is particularly relevant today. As we see more and more of these tests, these bits of resistance that are pushing back against us, it's all the more imperative for us to start pushing back now, especially as Christians. Because one of the things that we as Christians understand, depending on your eschatology, is that in the end times, there's going to be this mark of the beast and so on and so forth. And again, it depends on your view of the end times, but most Christians agree that there's going to be some sort of test and trial along the lines of the mark of the beast, where you're not going to be able to buy or sell or whatever. And I always heard it growing up that, well, I would never do that. But we see Christians now who are willing to cave over something as trivial as a job. And I don't want to take anything away from these people. I'm sure that is an immense pressure that is on them with their families and their responsibilities and so on and so forth. But like I said in the last video, these things also serve to kind of purify our hearts and to cause us to be that much more genuine in what our beliefs actually are. Because if we sit there and we say things like, well, God is my provider, well, then it allows us the strength to say, you know what? It's not my job that's providing for me. It's God that's providing for me. And if I feel that this is an issue, then I'm going to step out now. I'm going to go ahead and step out in faith, and I'm going to be like, no, not doing it. This is a conviction for me, and I can't comply. The point being is this: if you can't squat 200 pounds, you won't squat 700 pounds, period. It is completely unrealistic, and we hear this even in the combatives world, where people are like, well, when the fight comes, when that day comes, I'm going to see red, and I'm just going to start going, all crazy like and stuff, and, killing people. But I see it all the time when guys come into the gym. If you've ever done jiu-jitsu, you guys all know that new guy that comes in who thinks he's going to do something, and he ends up getting wrapped up by your 125-pound two-stripe white belt. The point being is this: it takes training in order for you to build up to what is coming, and that training necessitates resistance. It has to be hard. By its very nature, it has to be hard. For you to be able to grow stronger, you have to be willing to push against the resistance. So, wanted to just kind of throw that out there for you guys. I hope to encourage you this morning. I hope you guys are getting up and going to church this morning. I hope you find a good church. There's a lot of not so good ones these days. I hope you're finding a good church that is actually causing you to dive deeper into the Word, to dive deeper into your relationship with Christ, and not get caught up into the things of this world. So, all right, God bless.